out of the blue corner, 21 years old, 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 155 pounds with 3 victories, no defeats. He represents American Top Team. From Lawrenceville, Georgia, Levon Lewis.
Should be an interesting matchup.
Oh yeah, here we go. We're getting ready. We got Carl Crawford versus Levon Lewis, ATT versus Champion Training Center.
Here we go.
Carl, pretty big lightweight, lanky guy.
Very big lightweight. You look like a 70-er in there.
Levon landed some good shots right out the gate. Big jab lands from Levon.
Oh, nice combination.
And a huge takedown from Levon.
And there's the wrestling we've been looking for from Levon.
Yeah, this is how you even the playing field on a rangy guy. You take him down and you stay out of his guard. Oh, Carl's up. Great display of athleticism here from both guys already in the first. Carl with a noticeable size difference, but not phasing Levon at all. He's right in his face, keeping it close quarters right now. Very smart to wrestle the taller guy. Don't play the striking game with him. Keep him on the cage.
A lot of people forget that Levon is a very, very good wrestler. College level, he actually wrestled a little bit in college. He's very explosive. You know, has an excellent shot. I've trained with him a lot, man. He's a very, very good wrestler and doesn't utilize it much in MMA because he likes to stand and trade.
Yeah, and he's definitely outworking Carl Crawford here tonight. Keeping control on the cage. The shorter guy having the obvious better leverage on the taller opponent up against the cage. It's a great strategy here from the ATT team and Levon Lewis.
Right. He's just trying to grind Mr. Crawford down here, you know, make him expel some energy by him being the bigger guy. Just you know, work on him a little bit and try to get him to get to breathing, you know.
Yeah, he could easily actually duck under to a back position there where they were, but.
All right, Crawford should utilize over-unders right here to get himself off of the cage.
Yeah, he needs to use more cross faces, get kind of dirty with this as well.
Here comes the break.
Not sure why they broke because both guys were working, but veteran referee Blake Grice always making the right decision, of course. And Levon landed more shots. Carl's pretty still, man, flat-footed on the stand-up. Levon lands some good shots.
And some great shots.
And a head kick lands as Carl's trying to get his wits about him. Carl coming very slow with the punches. Very flat-footed.
10 seconds left in the round.
And Levon fires right back, drops to a single, easily gets the takedown.
Single leg.
And a dominant first round from ATT's Levon. Interesting to see the strategy getting preached from Mushin here in the corner of Carl. I say keep your range. Lots of jabs and crosses, front kicks, side kicks, everything you can do to keep Levon away from you.
Yeah, see, Levon is utilizing his wrestling in this fight. His past fights, we haven't really seen his wrestling pedigree. He's been standing and trading and, you know, looking fancy with the boxing and everything. But now he's actually working his takedowns in this fight, which is very dangerous. A wrestler that can strike someone that actually doesn't have to take you down to beat you is a very dangerous person to fight.
Oh, no doubt.
What Crawford should do is try to control the fight on the outside. Uses his length and his range to keep Levon at a distance so he can shoot from the outside, force him to shoot from the outside. And maybe he could catch him coming in with a knee or an uppercut or something like that.
Honestly, I think the speed disadvantage on Carl's behalf here is going to be the difference in this fight. I mean, mean, Levon just a faster guy with the strikes. The strikes, the takedowns, the transitions, everything. Carl just not reacting in time, and now he's got a good position as he pushes Levon against the cage. And now he's looking for a takedown, but Levon reverses.
He dug that underhook in there beautifully and reversed the position.
All about the timing there.
It's one thing, if you're going to fight a wrestler, you have to train underhooks and overhooks. And you have to train pummeling a lot, because that's what they do. That's what wrestlers do for warm-ups.
I mean, if you're not trained in that and stepping in the cage in general, I question your thought pattern going into any fight. And Levon just showing dominance here up against the cage.
A little bit of blood coming out of the nose of Crawford here. Let's keep an eye on that. He's standing straight up on the cage. He's got his hips square to the cage. He's not in good position to defend up against the cage. He needs to squat and turn his hips to one direction or the other and utilize his overhook, crank down on his wizard, and work to get himself off of the cage.
Yeah, and if you looked at these two guys side by side and you had to pick a fighter, you'd probably go with Carl Crawford, but a lot of people don't think about fight IQ and how that plays a role in a fight. You can look big and bad, but sometimes the other guy might have the smarter reactions, and that's what a fight IQ is.
Majority of the time in a fight, size does not matter.
Look for Lewis to possibly get a drag down here, but Carl works for that whizzer, that overhook.
Le'Veon is steadily grinding him down. Blake Rice is going to break the fighters up and bring them back to the center.
That's a very smart strategy. I still think Levon's working pretty hard on the cage, and a big head kick wrapped around the hand there, partially blocked from Carl.
There's it. Levon drops down for it. He's got both hands
Yeah, he's
locked.
taking him for a ride
He's
here.
got him up.
Carl using his size here. And there it is. Levon with a very nice takedown. Yeah, as you said earlier, Carl not really showing much with his hips here. Just kind of staying flat against the cage and allowing Levon to take these dominant positions.
Exactly. He's working for the deep half guard, maybe possibly to get up or to use it as a sweep, but Levon is defending perfectly.
You don't want to stay there long. This is an amateur, but in pro, the elbows change that position quite a bit.
10 seconds left. It's time.
Bottom half guard is a nightmare when you have elbows involved.
Exactly. Or you have someone like me who knows how to fight from half guard, who's just going to posture up and punch you in the mouth.
Yeah, the good old Randy Couture method, man. You just sit on that leg and land some strikes.
Just blast the guy in the mouth. That's all you have to do.
You'll be surprised what people give up when you punch them in the face.
Most times they're back, especially from the half guard. Anything to stop getting hit in the face.
I don't know, man. I like getting hit in the face, you know. Charges my batteries.
It's not good for your health.
I didn't say my batteries were my brains.
Third and final round.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the third and final round.
The whistle has been blown. Seconds are out.
Now,
start the third and final round.
a huge factor going into the third round. Carl's size is working against him. A lot more muscle, a lot more blood flow. Those arms are going to be real heavy going into this third.
Exactly.
Let's see if Levon strikes. He's got this fight in the bag. Let's see if he changes it up and displays some of that boxing that we've seen in the past. Right away leads with that left head kick. And a heel kick. Just clips Carl right in the top of the head.
Le'Veon, looks like he's got plenty of gas in the tank.
Yeah, his activeness when not throwing is pretty impressive.
Can't get too fancy here and get caught with something.
He moves those hands a lot. On some David Blaine level sleight of hand here. And a shot, rather telegraphed, but still lands Beautiful right to side control.
Crawford's got to get up and go for broke here. He needs to quit waiting on Le'Veon and needs to come forward. The entire rest of the fight. He needs to get back to his feet and come forward.
Well, his thought is probably that he's keeping him at range, but really he's not reacting.
He spent the entire fight waiting on Le'Veon, and that hasn't panned out very well for him.
And a huge crossface here from Le'Veon to stop their reversal from Carl, and they're back on the feet.
What's that? I'm not supposed to wear this in the round of the ring. I don't give a fuck.
All right, Le'Veon's showing some action and takedown defense up against the cage, but now Carl has his hands locked. And Carl needs to sink his hips, walk his hips up under Le'Veon in order to pick him up. You see, with his hips on the outside like that, he doesn't have any power.
Yeah, just not really getting the leverage needed for the takedown.
The hands are locked. All he has to do is squat and walk up under him, and he can get him up. But now he's unlocked his hands.
If you want to stay there, use it. Let's go.
With the warning from Blake, yeah, he does not play. You better be working.
Some dirty boxing going on here by Carl. And back out to the center of the ring.
Lewis taking a deep breath. Might be showing some wear here. He really just needs to fight a smart fight here if he's tired. Get this one in the bag, keep doing what he's doing.
He needs to get the fight back to the ground and just finish the round there.
Even the cage, even if
Nice
he holds it nice.
He landed a couple of nice, good shots.
Yeah, way to go, because Carl cannot move back and use his range when his back's against the cage. Bevan just showing Levon, my bad. Levon showing dominance here in the clinch.
10 seconds left. Let's see what happens here.
Bevan in the corner. Both guys brothers, very great fighters. And a spinning back fist. Pow!
High kick a little bit out of range. Let's see that's the fight. I got all 3 rounds for Le'Veon Lewis. This guy's going to be something special one day. You heard it here first. Good effort from Carl Crawford, but I believe he was just outskilled and outpaced in this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges scored identical. 30-27, your winner by unanimous decision, Le'Veon Lewis.